I wanted to share with you some of the new plants that they're getting at my local Tractor Supply store, y'all. This is my second day here because the first day I got to running my mouth about plants and forgot what I came in there to get. I'll show you at the end what I really came to Tractor Supply to get, but they have some hellebores that are $19.99. This is a really beautiful flower, y'all, but I'm telling you, everywhere I go they are a little bit on the expensive side. And then they also have some begonias and some geraniums in two beautiful colors, this hot pinkish color right here, and then they also have more begonias with the peach color, and then they also have the red geraniums right here. So this is where I say the instant gratification comes in, but I'm not picking up any because I started mine from seed, and they already got the dahlias out. And they have these little blooms on here. The dahlias are $7.99, and then the gerbera daisies, they're also $7.99, and then they have some grape plants that are $14.98, and they also have some blueberry plants that are $14.99. Be sure to look at the back of the label to see if you need another variety of blueberry plants so you can make sure that you get blueberries. Now this one right here, $39.99 for the brown turkey fig. I was like, oh wow, prices have definitely went up. And then they also have some petunias that are out that actually have blooms on them as well. But this tree seriously caught my eye. We have a crab apple tree in the front yard, but it does not bloom this beautiful pink color. So the crab apple that we have white blooms. They're still really pretty, but this one just like stopped me in my track, and I had to see exactly what it was. Now, in the other Tractor Supply video that I shared with you, I'll make sure I linked it, but they had some of the smaller fruit trees. These are some of their larger, more mature fruit trees that they have, and most of these are $39.99, but they had the peach, they had the apple, they also had shade trees as well, but these are, like I said, a little bit bigger and a little bit more mature. And then in two places at Tractor Supply, they still have some of the bare root roses, but they're actually starting to leaf out. And then this red maple tree, which this is one of my favorite trees of all time. But then make sure, I'm going to show y'all this. So they have the strawberry plants that are $5.98 for one. And I'm noticing that a lot of vegetables and herb plants have went up over the past few years. I think this was maybe about the same price as last year. It doesn't tell me a variety. It just says strawberries. They also are starting to get out some of the herbs. The only herb that I saw here is the rosemary, but this is what I want y'all to focus on. So we are in Georgia zone 8A. They have the tomatoes out. I still feel like we're going to get another cold snap. So if you do purchase tomatoes or peppers, if you see them out, make sure you have a plan to cover them if we dip back below 32 or get a frost. And then they also had some red romaine lettuce that they have put out. We're growing lettuce now, but I've shared with you in our spring garden tour a lot of times that we have to use like a shade cloth, because as a matter of fact, this weekend it got up to 79 degrees. And so when I walk inside the garden center, they have some of their tulips that have bloomed out and their daffodils, and they put those on clearance, the ones that are bloomed out. And then over here, this is where I got kind of tied up as I was going to get what I really needed to get. Is they got like a new selection of flowers out, and they have the impatiens, they have the creeping Jenny, and y'all know I always tell you, if you're going to get plants, try to get them when they first put them out. This one right here almost had me. This is the calibrachoa. Y'all know I love purple, and I almost picked up about 4, and I told myself, you need to put it back and plant what you got first, and then if they look well enough, then maybe you can come back and get them. But here's more impatiens that they have out. And y'all, look at the label. I had to look close. I'm like, now see, if somebody come pick this up and don't really know their plants, they will think that they're getting a Gerber daisy. I'm telling you, I had to look. I'm like, these are geraniums. Do they know that these are mislabeled? But hopefully somebody will catch that. And then they also have like a 4-pack of petunias. This was another buy that I was almost about to pick up, y'all. And I was like, you need to get out. They have the single ones, which are a little bit bigger. I love this one. I've grown this variety before with the throat color for $1.99. And then they also have their azaleas that are blooming. These are the Encore azaleas. They bloom more often than one time. Okay, so they have 20% off their 1 and 2 gallon blueberries as well. But remember, make sure you read that tag to make sure that you're getting the right varieties to grow together. This is what I really came in here for, y'all, is the straw. The straw mulch, which has went up and increased in price, but this is really what I needed in here. And right before I left, do y'all see this? The chickens are back, and I'm gonna get some chickens, maybe not this season, but it is definitely coming soon. But they had me watching for a little while. Definitely wanted to share this quick trip with you to Tractor Supply Store. Let me know if some of the garden centers in your area are starting to put out their spring plants, y'all, because spring is just around the corner. Thanks for watching, y'all.